Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing 5 of the best perfumes for holiday parties this season, and today's video is in collaboration with Karina Waldron. If you're not already familiar with her channel, she is another fragrance reviewer here on YouTube. She also has some beauty content, but her channel is an incredible resource for anybody who loves women's perfumes. I think she has one of the largest collections I've ever seen, but what I love about her videos is that she always explains everything in a way that I feel like I can smell the fragrance, or at least I have an idea of whether or not I will like it. She's constantly introducing me to new brands, new perfumes that I would have never heard of otherwise. And I feel like we have pretty similar tastes. So watching her videos always feels like sitting down with a friend with a glass of wine, just chatting about perfume. I love her videos. I know you will too. Karina has also created a top 5 list on her channel, so I will link her video and her channel down below so you can check her out right after this. Before we begin, let me just clarify that I know the holidays are going to look very different this year for everybody. No big holiday parties to attend, perhaps a few smaller get-togethers, but for the most part, we're going to be staying home. This video is meant to be fun. It's just a lighthearted way to talk about something other than the virus. I think that's pretty obvious, but just in case it's not, I want everybody to have a very safe, socially distanced holiday season, but that doesn't mean we can't sit down and escape, appreciate the little things. Personally, I like to wear my most opulent, fanciest fragrances for holiday parties. This is when I pull out all the stops. It's the tallest heels, the most sparkly dress. I like to do my hair, my makeup, nails, everything. So your fragrance of the evening is that cherry on top. It's the invisible accessory that pulls together the entire ensemble. It sets the mood for the evening. And when you arrive to the holiday party, a lot of times it's your first impression or it's your lasting impression. So it's very important to choose the perfect fragrance. And I know I have several in my collection that I save for special occasions. So the holiday season, this is when all of those fragrances finally have their time to shine. The first fragrance on my list is a new addition to my collection. This is the Tom Ford Lost Cherry set. It finally arrived. This was on sale at Sephora. It sold out immediately during the Sephora sale, but I was able to find it discounted at Macy's. They had it 15% off, but the retail price was $325 instead of $340. So here it is. I saved it. I haven't opened it. Even with the discount, the set was pretty pricey because Lost Cherry is considered to be one of the uber luxe fragrances from Tom Ford, so it comes with that elevated price point. I believe the 1.7 ounce bottle is typically $350 just for 1.7 ounces. This set, however, retails for $340, but it comes with the 1.7 fluid ounce bottle. It also comes with the travel spray, which has 0.34 fluid ounces. Oh my gosh. I nearly had to destroy it, but I was able to get it out. Oh my gosh. So they're sitting in this foam protector. I love the private blend from Tom Ford. Everything looks like a little chess piece. And here is the travel spray. In the hand, it looks like a really decent size. You can take it out and you can see this is the amount of fluid. They are refillable, which is nice. And it has the magnetic cap. This is great for throwing in a travel bag, gym bag, your purse. It doesn't take up a ton of room. It's really discreet. Okay. Ooh, really fine mister as well. I love Lost Cherry. It's so beautiful. It's a little bit sweet. You get vanilla, almond, some bitter cherry as well right off the top, but the dry down of this fragrance on me is very vanilla and a little bit of almond, and it lasts a really long time. It's a little spicy, it's very romantic, it's a very feminine, sort of sexy fragrance. I think Lost Cherry would be classic for a party, and because it comes with the elevated price tag, this is one of those fragrances that you're not going to want to spray with abandon every single day. You're going to save it for special occasions. So why not the holidays? Why not a little get together? It's not an extremely powerful fragrance. I don't think it gives a ton of projection, but I do think it has lasting power. So I also think it would be nice for a smaller, intimate get together. Definitely a romantic holiday party. These are in no particular order, but number 2 on my list is one of the new Loubiworld fragrances from Christian Louboutin. This is Loubi Rouge. And so far, I have smelled 2 of these fragrances, and this is by far my favorite of the 2. It's the one that comes with the little stiletto heel right on top of the globe. And I love the little detail of the bottle. It has red bottom sole. The fragrance is a spicy oriental with keynotes of cardamom, iris, and vanilla. Now this fragrance makes a bold statement. I think this has got to be one of the most opulent, powerful perfumes in my entire collection. This does give a ton of projection, so people are going to smell you from a distance. Probably even with masks on, they could smell you with Loubi Rouge. So let's spray. It is just breathtakingly beautiful. It is so sexy. Very fancy. It's unlike anything else, so it's very difficult for me to describe. It's a little bit woody. In the beginning, it seems like it could lean a bit unisex, but as it dries down further and further, it develops a bit of a sweetness. I think the vanilla really comes out, and then it is so feminine. Really beautiful. It's a very sensual, warm, very fall, winter, date night type of fragrance, but because it is so bold and makes a statement, I think this would definitely stand out in a crowd. So if you were to attend a holiday party like the holiday parties past, this would be absolutely incredible to wear. People would stop you and ask you, what are you wearing? It just transports you to Paris. The fragrance was inspired by a Parisian cabaret, and I think the perfumer did such an incredible job capturing that essence in a bottle, because that is what it smells like to me. I think that is the best way to describe the scent of this fragrance. Here I have one of my all-time favorite women's fragrances. This one is so tough to beat. It's Baccarat Rouge 540 from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I have the original. I know they also have an extrait, which is an intense version. I love them both, but this one is my personal favorite. I love to wear this for a holiday party, for any party, year-round. It doesn't really matter. Anytime I want to leave a lasting impression, because it is so bold, people pick up on this fragrance. I don't think I have ever left the house wearing Baccarat and somebody didn't comment on it. It's either, oh my gosh, you smell so good, or what is that fragrance that you're wearing? You have to tell me right this second if they're not already familiar with Baccarat. Sometimes it's, are you wearing Baccarat? And I just kind of say, yes, of course. I think this has got to be the most addictive fragrances of all time. Once you smell it, you just never want to stop smelling it. Oh, it's so beautiful. And it lingers for days. Whenever I spray this to go out, if it gets in my hair, and I typically do kind of spray my body, spray my hair, and it will last in my hair even when I've showered. Several days, I can still smell it. It actually stains the pillowcase. I can smell it on my pillowcase from my hair. From the bottle. It's crazy how it just transfers on other things. Key notes include jasmine, saffron, cedarwood, and ambergris. This just smells like the ultimate classy woman. I think I probably tell this story every time I mention Baccarat, so if you've heard it before, my apologies. But to anybody who's new to my channel, the way I discovered this fragrance was because I smelled it on somebody else who was at work at the time, and I stopped her and I said, what are you wearing? You have to tell me. And she said, oh, it's Baccarat. You can get it over at Saks. On my lunch break, I was working at the time, I went over to Saks, I smelled this fragrance, and within 2 weeks, I went ahead and purchased. I think I waited for some sort of additional discount from Neiman Marcus because it is a very pricey fragrance, but it is worth every penny. As soon as I run out of this bottle, I'll grab another bottle. I won't even think twice about it. It's just one of those fragrances that I always have to own, and I get a lot of use out of this fragrance. You can see I'm almost to the halfway point. And this has got to be one of my most complimented fragrances. It's definitely one of my most long-wearing fragrances. It kind of checks all of the boxes. It's best of the best in every single category, so it makes sense that if you had a really special holiday party, that you would go ahead and grab Baccarat. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of feel like the mystery of Baccarat has faded a bit over the years. Like the secrecy is gone. Everybody knows about it. It is so wildly popular. People are obsessed with this fragrance. It truly does have a cult following. I am part of the cult. I still meet plenty of people out and about in real life that don't know about this fragrance and they're unaware. And when I say out in real life, I just mean as opposed to the beauty community on YouTube. People who are really dialed in, they watch fragrance reviews, they know about all of the new fragrances. If you're not really in that world, if you're not constantly watching videos and keeping up with what's new, chances are high that you might not have discovered this yet because it's not that widely available. At least it wasn't, but now you can find this at Nordstrom. I want to say there's another one. It's amazing for the brand, but I hope it never gets to the point where it's so diluted and it's so popular that everybody's wearing it and it's not as special. My next fragrance shares a bottle resemblance to Baccarat Rouge 540. This is the new fragrance from Valentino, Voce Viva. The shape of the bottle is the same, and then you have the pop of red, so it's sort of similar. But what I love about this is that it's indented on either side. So it looks like an inverted rock stud. And then you have the little rock studs around the cap, which if you're not careful and you grab it on that side with the little spikes, you can pinch your finger. It's described as a warm floral. Keynotes include Italian bergamot, orange blossom absolute, and crystal moss accord. The fragrance inside is completely different. Where Baccarat is very bold and powerful, Voce Viva is a little bit softer. It's more demure. Very elegant, very classy. I think this is the type of fragrance that you could wear to an elevated event. In my opinion, this leans a little bit more daytime. Even though it's a lighter fragrance, you might think it's light so you can wear it during the day. But there's something about the notes of the fragrance that just makes me feel like date night. It's like a breath of fresh air. In the beginning, it is slightly sweet, but it's incredibly airy and fresh. It's definitely floral, but I don't think this is an everyday floral. There's something really special about it. It's the type of fragrance that when you wear it, if you wear this out for an evening, it's going to elevate your look. You're going to smell really nice, but it's kind of soft and effortless glam. Whereas other fragrances, and I don't necessarily mean the others on this list, but other fragrances that are more bold and overpowering, that's all people can smell, and so it kind of takes over the look. It subtracts in a way. This is not that fragrance. You have to be a little bit closer. It's more of an intimate skin fragrance. It's understated. It's not overpowering. It's not in your face. It's not going to be offensive to anybody around you, but when it dries down, oh, it is so yummy. That warmth comes out. I think this would be ideal for a smaller gathering. If you're doing something with close friends and family, even just a loved one, this would be really beautiful for the holidays. And then the last perfume on my list today is probably unexpected. It's a bit of a throwback, but it is one of my all-time favorites. And it's something that I save for special occasions. I don't know why. I don't know why I save this, but it's Dolce Gabbana The One. I've loved this fragrance for years, and I only recently added it to my perfume collection, I think earlier this year, and we immediately went into lockdown. COVID hit. I haven't really had a chance to test drive this and wear this out and about, but there's something about this scent that is so opulent, sophisticated. It is just the ultimate feminine fragrance in my mind. Anytime I wear it, anytime I smell it on somebody else. So it's the type of fragrance that I would want to wear for a date night, a special occasion, a holiday party, anytime that I'm getting really glammed up. This is the type of fragrance. I mean, the bottle, the gold cap, everything about it, this just says luxury to me. It's like the ultimate luxury, wealth, expensive taste, sophistication. So good. The One is signature scent material. It's the type of fragrance that you want to be known for. Like, you want people to smell this fragrance and immediately think of you. It's so vibrant and festive. I only like to wear Dolce & Gabbana The One if I'm getting dressed up and going out. Maybe going out for drinks with the girls or some sort of loud event. I've now pulled out all 5 fragrances, and just for fun, I'm going to assign each one of them a holiday party style. So for the quiet, cozy at home, maybe dinner with the in-laws or close friends and family holiday party, I would go with Valentino Voce Viva. It's soft and classy, it doesn't smell like you're trying to do too much, and it's not going to be too overpowering if you're talking to somebody when you're sitting really close to them. For the really wild, loud holiday party, the type of holiday party that we won't be having this year, I would go with Loubi Rouge. This is something that is so perfect for a crazy night out on the town when you're all dressed up and you're just out to have a really good time. For the really fancy black tie holiday party, maybe it's a charity gala, something like that, I would go with Dolce Gabbana The One. You cannot go wrong with this fragrance. Again, it's not going to be so overpowering that people are distracted by your fragrance, but you're going to smell amazing. You're probably going to be the best smelling woman in the room if you wear this. For the holiday party, when you're out to attract somebody, you want all eyes on you, center of attention. You want people stopping you and asking you, what are you wearing? I would go with Baccarat Rouge 540. And then for all other settings or a more traditional holiday party, I would go with Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Almond cherry dreaminess in a bottle. It is so beautiful. That completes my list of perfumes. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. Don't forget to check out Karina's video. It will be linked down below in the description box. I want to hear from you guys. What are your favorite holiday fragrances? What would you be wearing if you were going out to a party this year? Drop me a comment. We'll keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned, everything on my face down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.